Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. My name is Brink. And today I'm getting rid of this stinky meat because it has spores on it already. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's something I don't need to eat anymore, so off with you. Yeah, the rubber coating it had was kind of, the texture's not that good. So what I'm going to be using for food from now on is my healing axe. Oh yeah. This healing axe will fill me with food as long as I hold it in my hand. Now I went to sleep right now by bringing it up with a little bit of blood magic that Link lent me there. So it always takes away some of my hunger, and that would be a good opportunity to show you how it refills your hunger when that happens. And I'm pointing over to my health bar when I meant to point over here. But yeah, my hunger was down. Anyway, today I want to show you some of the things that I've done. I still need to work on the roof. I haven't had a lot of time. It's only a few hours since the last episode. Got a few more Terra Steels, but wasted them all, and now I'm down to 0. And maybe I'll do one more on camera. But what I was using them for was the thing we were building the last time, the dimension builder. I think we want this one actually. So let's fly up, and yeah, my magnet is off. I was gonna say, I'm always forgetting my magnet, but yeah, it's good. And I'll swivel around 3 times and then make a Terra Steel, and cool. All right, I went in a little bit early, but hey, it worked. All right, so what we were building the last time was the dimension builder, and that's what we're going to finish today. I scouted around in the end and actually harvested 3 comets aside from the one I was quarrying. The one I was quarrying, I went back to it. It was a very tiny comet, one of the smallest ones I've ever seen. And it turned out my quarry didn't even make it to the area where the comet was. So on a rampage that I was and harvesting all the comets that I did, I just went and took apart my quarry and started harvesting that comet also. So I got enough to go ahead and build the dimension. Well, this we built the last time. I wasn't able to finish, but the dimension builder, I think, is what we were stuck on because it required all of this. So I went through the hassle of building all of this, and instead of trying to remember each one of these crafts, because I get lost in the multiplication as you go down the chain, because you have to stop for this, and then you get to multiply again, and even this has stuff. So it's very complicated, and for an old brain like me that doesn't learn new tricks, yeah, it gets rough. So what I did instead was I took an easy route and made the crafts for them. So if we look in here, you can see that I made a whole bunch of crafts here. Where are they? Down here. Wyvern core. Got rid of a few also, but there are some again. And yeah, I've been replacing some of my patterns because sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't use them anymore. So dimension builder, dimension in researcher, yeah. And we'll set them down just so I can do this in order. And I think it goes in this order. Let's see, the researchers first. So that'll go, I guess, here. And stuff will move around. I don't know if I want to keep everything in the same area or if there's any tip or trick to it. But maybe we'll put that one on top. You know what? I think they go in order. So instead, I'm going to put them down in a row because it's not a whole lot of blocks anyway. So we'll grab that, put it right here instead. Cool. Now the dimension builder. Finally, this machine is so expensive, so we got to take care of it. Imagine a creeper comes by after I place it down and it explodes. Where are my stuffs? Where's my stuff? Yeah, there it is. And what, did I use the awaken on something else? Let's take a look real quick. Awakened. I guess I did. Oh boy. Gonna have to kill another dragon. How about that? I thought I was ready for this episode. Alright, give me a couple of minutes. Alright, we're ready to make another set of this stuff. So we'll drop it here, put our TNT across here, and then we'll drop this. Let's put it right above. Like that. This should be close enough. And then we'll wait a couple of seconds. Cool, we got our explosion. Turn the magnet on, and we're ready. Now, the good thing about this draconic armor that I found out just recently is that it will harvest, or you can use your mining speed the same when you're flying as if you're landed. It's the same amount of time. So it's all dependent upon the speed of your pickaxe. If you get a really good speed, it'll work the same speed if you are flying around. So that's pretty good. So let's make that dimension builder now. And we should be able to do this. Hopefully, yes, we got it. Okay, this should definitely get an achievement for getting this, because this is a lot of work. I'll tell you what. Alright, so dimension builder achievement get. We now need a dialing device. Dialing device. Hopefully I have enough machine frames here. Probably going to have to make a few more. So we'll do that. And dialing device. Get. We'll put that there. I don't think that gets power though. But what's next? The matter receiver. And this is how... I think this is how we come back or we go forward. I don't know. But we'll make a set of each. And I think I'm going to place them on a floor somewhere. Just to be symmetrical, I'll leave a space between because this is a 3-block location. Next thing, matter receiver, then we need a matter transmitter. So we'll do that. And here. Alright. And I think there's only one more. The destination analyzer. And you know, in fact, I think the destination analyzer has to be next to one of those. So it'll work out because I'll just place it between them. Destination analyzer. It's this one. I guess I'm missing another machine frame. Built a lot of machine frames. Just in anticipation for this RFTools episode. I guess I'll place it here. That'll give us some space between. Oops, didn't mean to fall through. Let's place this here. Okay. I don't know if we need to access this though. No, there is no access to it. Or maybe we need to power it first. But at any rate, we need power to them. And I'm going to use some high tier conduit because one of them, I don't know which one it is, requires a lot of power. A whole large amount of power. So it'll take a long time to recharge. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a high capacity throughput conduit. So let's see if I can find an energy conduit of high amount. Why don't we use the flux ducts? They're pretty good. Let's see. The resonant flux duct, 32. I think this is our highest tier. So why don't we grab these? And do we have a craft for it? Looks like we do. Enderium gear. Let's go ahead and start that off. Let's see. We'll make a few. Oh, we have one here. Cool. Wait, it's asking for another Enderium gear, so it's saying that we need another set. So let's make a couple of these Enderium. And then when we get the gear, I'll bring you back and we'll continue our craft. So I got the conduits that I wanted. These are the high tier ones. I could have used the Ender IO, but I think this one translates a little bit more power than the other. The Dimension Inscribe, no, not this one. The Dimension Builder. Yeah, I believe it's this one. Yeah. This one has to maintain a charge for the longest amount of time. And this is the one that I was telling you about, uses the most amount of energy rather than the other blocks. This one needs the highest throughput of power. And so what I was going to do, let's just dig a hole over here real quick and I'll show you underneath. I was going to run a wire from here all the way to our RFTools over here. And that's a little cumbersome. I could have used this Ender IO conduit and just come off the MFR laser straight up, but I came up with a better idea. Since I need a lot of throughput, a lot of power, what I'm going to do instead, this is the guy, I'm going to cut out this, put a tesseract under it, and that's the highest amount of throughput that you can have, a tesseract directly connected to it. And that should be powering it real fast. Okay, so then from here, I'm going to cut out these guys. I didn't need to go that far, but... And my magnet's not on. When you need it on, it's not on. When you don't need it, it's on. Alright, let's go back here. Now, I'm going to place this one back, and we're going to connect these guys underneath with this high tier one. And I don't think we need the high tier ones under these blocks. But hey, it's there, no biggie. Let's go under instead. Right there and right here. Cool. Get rid of that. And there we go. Alright, so I'm going to make my way up this way. And is there one that's not connected? Yeah, there's one right here, but there's no avoiding it since we want it in the middle just to make it look good. And then I don't think we need this one either, but there may be a block in the future that we might need to connect. Until then, I'm going to cover it up and get rid of it. Just want to make sure I don't have any blocks on me. Good. We'll collect that and close this up. Very good. Looking good so far. Let me just close all of this up. I'm going to get rid of this. Quartz. I don't have any. Okay, so do I have any in here? I do. And we can close this up. Oh, I need to get rid of this magnum torch and move it just a little bit. Let's put it over here. No, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it right there. There is something that I wanted to do over here, and I'm going to knock this guy out. This is the Dimlet researcher, and we're going to put our unknown Dimlets here. So let's grab some of those Dimlets. These are the ones that you find all around. After killing Endermen also, they drop these, but you can get them in loot chests and stuff like that. What I'm going to do is connect a conduit, and we need a chest above, and since it's going to be enclosed, I'm going to need a slightly larger chest. Slightly larger chest, because these chests are special in that you can open them with a block directly above. You see? So it opens, and my sound is not working. What's going on with my sound? These are in the 20s. Yeah, everything is on. I don't hear it though. Strange. I may have to reset. But anyway, let's get some conduits behind. Right there. And it'll go extract into. Yeah. And I don't know if there's a buffer in here. I don't know if... Oh, it won't buffer. Because each Dimlet that it researches will come up with something different most of the time. So we're going to have to extract from here over to a separate chest. Well, at any rate, let's see if this works. Let's grab a few of these Dimlets, and they're stacked by 16s. And it seems to be working. Good. So we have Biome Bog Dimlet. Oh, yeah. All right, what's the next one? Is it not translating? Is this a Dimlet here? Oh, it was. A visual glitch there. So we have a Patreon McJty. Where have I seen the name McJty before? Isn't that the mod developer? Patreon Dimlet. I wonder what that does. Nissenfield. And material electrotine. Oh, wow. This is the very purpose for why I'm building this. I need a lot of this and draconium. I'm hoping to find draconium, but this is awesome. Didn't take too long to get it. Sandstone I don't need. Shrubland. Nether amber. Meadow forest. A lot of garbage Dimlets though, unfortunately. Maze Dimlet. Let's see. Molten brass. No animals. Ooh. Why would anybody want that? Soul sand. ominous woods. And there's no more. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with this. I'm going to put an extract pipe maybe to this corner. Or maybe to the front here. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Alright, so what I figured I'd do is set the chest back a little bit. This way I can have a clean face in front. Now the chest is back here. And I have an input-output into the Dimension Researcher. And let's see. If we can look under here, you'll see that it'll always input, but the extract is always on. So anything that's a dimlet or unknown dimlet will be fed from the ME system over to here. And there they go. The filter here is set for unknown dimlets only. So this will only receive unknown dimlets, and you can see that it's running. Apparently there's always, well, it's not a visual glitch, but it goes so fast that you don't see it here. But it seems to be running all of them. Excellent. So even in the future, when we get unknown dimlets coming in from our quarries, coming in from those loot chests all around, it'll do the research by itself and send them over to our ME system automatically. So if we look in here, we'll start seeing a development of new dimlets. Sometimes they're repeated, but you can see that the numbers are going down here. Now, are we not developing any new ones? Maybe the chest is piling up, and it is. Okay, so we're going to need to clear these out. For some reason, it's not clearing out. Oh, we only have an export in. We don't need it. We need an import out. Also, I forgot about that. And we have one right here. There is a truck outside my house at the moment, so you might hear some rumblings out there. But there's an import, and I hope I have enough channels. If not, I'm going to have to separate into a different controller side. But let's see if it works. Okay, it's flipping through. You know what? If we can clear out this one. Yeah, it's going to the same one. That's the issue. So what we have to do is set an accelerator on the import. I think that'll work because it'll keep the chest almost empty. So let's do that. And let's take a look. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's working. Excellent. That's one solution. I'm sure there's a million better ways, but I'm just doing this off the cuff. And it seems to be working just fine. So I'm going to keep it like that if it does continue. And it is. It's going down. So what I'm going to do is close this up. And let's see. Quartz. And then we'll take a trip to our first world. If I can figure out how this works. But we'll see. Now I have a door access into this back area. So that's awesome. Also need a laboratory block down there. Lab. Right here. Yes. It's looking clean. It's looking good from the outside. I like it. Let's take a look. And there's more RFTools machines that we can fill this area up with. Just need to learn them first. But yeah, okay. So I'll bring you back once we get a few more dimlets done. Alright guys, I got a few of them which I think I want to use. I got the sky blue, dark blue, and electrotine is what I really want to try right now with a terrain flat dimlet. So I read here when I press shift, it says this is a modifier for terrain, tendrils, canyons, orbs, and liquid orbs or origin. Put these dimlets before the thing you want to change. And what I want to change is the flat terrain. So I think that's the order it should go. I'm not sure. And Thor gave me the idea of adding some effect none as I was speaking to him over TeamSpeak. It adds a little bit to my RF cost, but he says it'll ensure that you don't get any bad effects from it, or help at least with it. So what we want to do is stick it into here. No, it's in the dimension builder here. And so we're going to need the thing, the slate that goes there. I think it's called an empty dimension. There it is. Dimension tab. We'll make one of those. And clear that out. It's pretty cheap to make, I guess. We'll put this. Does it go here? No, I think it goes here, and this is where you create the world. A new world awaits. Let's put these in here. Oh, we're getting a warning. So I just want to see, this first one was okay. If we left it alone, we would get a world of sky. And so, okay, so now we're okay, but just to ensure that we don't get any little effects, we'll do it like that, give it a name. Let's call it electrotine. I guess that's how you spell it. Store. And so realize dimension tab, be electrotine. Awesome. So now we'll stick it into here, I guess. And this will need some charge. 5,000 RF per tick. Now each one of these blue solar panels produce 4,000. And I have 4 of them. And then each one of these produce 512 RF per tick. So I think we'll have enough. And my storage is pretty full, although it is going down. Oh boy. So I think what we do, we have time to start it up, go in there, do a little research inside the world, and then come out. Oh, this isn't even charged yet. Yeah, it's got a bit to go. Current power. I wonder, realize dimension, current power. So this, I believe I have to move it over. Is it? Oh, I still have to do this. I have to figure out how this works. Let's see. So this is going up. I guess I'll wait till that goes to the top. And then that'll... Let's see. See, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I think if we pull this out, this will start draining. And it does. So let's keep it in here, and this will keep the world active, I guess. Now we'll go into, is it this one? This is, oh, I have to name these two guys. So this is the receiver, and this is the transmitter. So I think this is where we teleport from our base to the different world. I guess I'll call this Be Home on both. Private, public. Yeah, I'm not sure. So this is the one that sends. The only thing is, though, use this name to identify this transmitter in the dialer. Yeah, let's call it Be Home. How about this one? Use this name to identify the receiver in the dialer. So this is where I come back from, and I guess I'll call it Brink. Brink base. Alright, so let's go over here. Okay, I understand this now. I have to click from here to be electrotine and dial once, and that should take us there. The only thing, though, is that, and this is chewing up power, I really should have done this earlier, but I put an enchantment of Soulbound on my armor and my bag of holding. I want to put it also on my my teleporter, because I don't want to have to build this again. So let's do that, and we'll keep it on the bar, and I'll set it to base, and it is already good. And so let's go ahead and step in here and see what happens. Okay, we are in the new world, and we have the electrotine that I wanted, along with nether quartz ore. Now I don't want to pick on this because it may explode, but it's good that it's in orbs like this, because if one does explode, only this orb will just get destroyed, not the others. If it were a terrain of ore, it could really damage the server. We have some stained clay balls as well. So these were generated because I didn't put enough modifiers into the world that I generated, and so that's what caused these to appear. Now I spawned somewhere here and I didn't mark a waypoint. I really should. Where was it? Let's look around here. I guess I could pull up my map and that'll be a faster way to find it. So let's zoom in a bit. I'm guessing it's up here. So it's right behind me, I think. No, apparently not. Okay, so this is new generation here. Oh boy, am I lost. Well, I could always just teleport back to the base and then come right back. That's one idea. But I did want to set, you know, I haven't even talked about it, but awesome. We have all the electrotine we want. Yeah, let me go back to the base because I really got to do this quickly because we're running out of energy as we're talking. I'm going to check the RF power usage that we've used so far and see how we're doing on power. Oh, we're full. We're good. As a matter of fact, we're generating more than we're using. So I think we're good to go ahead and set up a quarry. Let's dial again. This is fun. I'm learning how to work this, and it's not too bad. Be electrotine, where are you? Well, I can't find it. I don't see it anymore. Did it run out of power? No, it's still there. The world still does exist. Let me go back again. Maybe that little reset that I did will bring it back. I'm not seeing it. Alright guys, we're back and I think I know what we need to do. From research I found that if you can send a matter receiver to the new dimension, that you can then try again, because maybe there was terrain generation that actually destroyed the matter receiver for the first time after we generated there. So I just created a new matter receiver and we need to charge it. So I'm going to use a draconic evolution because it's fast and it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to have to charge it manually, which we can do with a tesseract right here. Now this is the sending tesseract though. I'm not sure it'll charge. No, it doesn't. Okay. So let's pick that up and we'll charge it the old-fashioned way with cables. Actually, we could have used one of those, but let's see. If I dig onto here, yeah, right here should work. And that's receiving a charge. Excellent. Pretty fast too. We'll just charge it all the way just to make sure. And cover this back up. Alright, so we'll take this and we'll go into the editor because I need to send this matter receiver to it, so I got to figure this out. Now there is an RFTools book. We should be able to find our answer there. RFTools, and where's the manual? It's one of these. RFTools manual, RFTools dimension manual. It's probably this one. Okay, I'll do some reading, bring you right back. Alright, so let's make a dimension editor. Next block we need to make. Let's make one of these machine frames. The dimension editor. So we'll need some power on this, I think. Let's put this down right here. And let's talk about, well, let's give it some charge first and then we'll talk. So does it have power from below? Let's go into hover. And I broke something. I think I broke some cable. Just for safety. And we'll get a different one. Resonant. Yep, we have it right here. Okay. That should do. Is it getting power? And it is. It's already powered. Awesome. Cover that up and let's put this back. Okay, so here's what I found. If we look into the book, there is a block called a dimension editor. With a dimension editor, you can alter already created dimensions. That's what we have by inserting some types of dimlets. It can be crafted as follows. Note that the inserted dimlets are lost during the process. In this case is our matter receiver that we're going to be putting in, so we're going to lose it. But at least it'll place it in there. You will not get it back even if you deconstruct the dimension tab and you pay the full power cost for it. If we go to the next page, in addition to injecting some types of dimlets, you can also inject a precharged matter receiver. This is what we want to do. This can be handy in case you accidentally broke your receiver or it failed to generate because some structure overrode it, like AE2 meteors tend to do that, for example. So that's probably what happened with us. Not an AE2 meteor, but some kind of thing like that overrode our matter receiver. So what we're going to do, we're going to take it out of our thingamabob here, the dimension builder, put it into here, and we're going to inject this matter receiver into it. Okay, it's a little bit of a process, and this is, okay, it has enough power to last this long, so okay, I'll speed this up. Alright, coming up on time, and it's done. Awesome. We'll put it right back again, and it's maintained its charge enough, so it didn't have any danger there. But now, this time, when we go to it, what we're going to do is set a teleportation location, and I'm going to get rid of some of what I have here because it's running filled. But let's see. We will dial into it. Here's the dialing device, and we should be able to find it this time. Okay, so I found it down here. Let's dial to it. Awesome. Okay, good. Let's go to it here, and I'm going to set a location where we can teleport to, and here's where it was. Okay, so it must be maybe the water that's damaging it, and that's why it can't build this platform. That's probably what's going on. But at any rate, I'm going to set a new location. Let's see, it's right click. Okay, so we'll add new, call it electrotine, and commit to it. And now we have a permanent location. I'm going to set up my quarry. We're going to collect some of this, and we should be good. Alright guys, I think I'll call it here. It's been a long episode, even though I've edited a lot of it out. But I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.